Have you ever wondered how a seemingly flat, dense batter transforms into a light, airy cake or a perfectly puffed loaf of bread? It's one of the most delightful transformations in the kitchen, and it all comes down to a bit of fascinating chemistry. That incredible lift and tender texture you love in your favorite baked goods is primarily thanks to an invisible hero, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide plays a pivotal role in helping baked goods rise by creating tiny, trapped pockets of gas within the dough or batter. These gas bubbles inflate during the baking process, pushing the mixture upwards and outward, resulting in that wonderfully light and airy structure we all enjoy. Without this gas, your cakes and breads would be dense, heavy, and much less appealing. This magical gas is produced through various chemical reactions, primarily involving leavening agents. For example, when baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, encounters an acid, such as buttermilk or vinegar, it instantly creates carbon dioxide gas. Baking powder is even more clever, often containing both the sodium bicarbonate and a powdered acid, meaning it only needs liquid and heat to start its gas production. Yeast, used in many breads, is a living organism that ferments sugars in the dough, slowly but surely releasing carbon dioxide as a byproduct. To achieve the best rise, understanding your leavening agent is key. If you are using baking soda, make sure your recipe includes an acidic ingredient to activate it. For baking powder, simply mixing it into your dry ingredients and then combining it with liquids will start the process. For yeast-leavened doughs, providing a warm environment allows the yeast to thrive and produce plenty of gas. Gently handling your dough or batter after mixing also helps to keep those precious carbon dioxide bubbles from escaping before baking. A neat trick to remember is the difference between single-acting and double-acting baking powder. Single-acting powders produce most of their carbon dioxide when mixed with liquid. Double-acting powders, however, create an initial burst of gas upon mixing and then releases a second, more substantial amount of gas once exposed to the heat of the oven. Also, the structural elements in your recipe, like gluten from flour or proteins from eggs, are crucial. They create an elastic network that can stretch and trap the carbon dioxide bubbles, preventing them from simply escaping and allowing the baked good to hold its shape as it expands. By understanding the science of how carbon dioxide creates lift and how different leavening agents work, you gain a powerful tool for consistent baking success. It transforms baking from just following a recipe to a confident, intentional process, ensuring your cakes are always light, your cookies are delightfully chewy, and your breads are perfectly airy every single time.